Hi, Barbies. Hi, Kens. Yes, so I am getting on that pink sparkly train and talking about Barbies because everyone's talking about the new Barbie movie. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna just talk about Barbies. and my experiences growing up with Barbie. So, um when I was little, I remember going to, like Toys R Us and they had like the Barbie section and all of that. And so I had um a couple Barbie games. I had the one with Pegasus in it, and then I had Princess and the Pauper. I had the movie too, and I also had the cat Sophina, who would actually talk during the movie if you had her turned on. Um, and I have seen a couple of the Barbie movies. So I saw Barbie like Swan Lake and a few others as well. Um, and I used to love like all things pink as well. I was told Gilligan back then. One of the Barbie set things I had was a Barbie mall, and it had like an elevator, and it had like a little rooftop where the Barbies could drink their little cappuccino. And I would set the whole entire like little store all nice. But once I put my Barbie in it, she would just knock down all the stuff. Which actually kind of annoying, but I still loved it. And for Christmas, I actually got like a Barbie plane. And this little girl that my mom told me to be like nice to that lived in our neighborhood. I showed her it and it had like a hot tub. So we thought like, oh, it'd be a good idea to fill up the hot tub for the Barbie. S- And as soon as I filled it up, she's like, oh, I have to go home. It's like, wow, great, thank you for that. So I got to clean up the mess all by myself. She also convinced me to cut the hair off of one of my Barbies, which was either the Pegasus Princess Barbie or the Swan Lake Barbie. Um, so it was one of those. It was also one of those that I ended up playing with, and I pretended like my heater was evil and kept pulling the Barbie back in. And I found out that Barbie's hair, when applied to a bunch of heat, it burns and it melts. So one of them got burnt melt hair, and the other one got a total haircut. Yeah, great. So yeah, I did end up doing the thing where kids do cut off the head of Barbies. I also did draw my Barbie. Not like crazy drawed. I had these two kind of like beach Barbies who had like these like tattoos like around the belly button. And they also had like they didn't have like the normal Barbie feet. They had feet. So you couldn't put any of like the little cute Barbie shoes on them at all, which was pretty disappointing. But yeah, so I trimmed the hair, not cut off the hair, but trimmed the hair off the blonde, for the blonde one. Made it short, kind of like how I have my hair now. And then the other one, I cut off her base, which was missing. But also, drawing part was, I got a pen, and for some reason, I thought it would be cool to put a dot, to draw a dot on the forehead. And I figured out that it's not easy to get pen off of Bobby. So yeah, like grandma, she had Bobbies too, and she would actually like knit, like crochet knit, like the dresses and stuff like that, and make those. So she had like all these older Barbies, and she would make dresses for them and stuff like that, hats. and she would enter contests, Barbie contests, with that. And so, one of the things that she had was a Barbie Jeep, which was like a more controlled Barbie Jeep, so you could just drive around your Barbies from the house. And I absolutely love that. We our grandparents, they actually had like a Barbie Jeep that you could drive. And um my grandpa owned a landscape company, and so he had like a big property, so I could just drive around in a little Barbie Jeep. And it was just so much fun. My sister and her friend, they thought it'd be fun to both try to ride the Jeep at the same time, and they ended up flipping it over. Sorry about my dog, he's absolutely crazy, he missed me. Um, so yeah. Uh, and, I never really had, like, the Barbie houses or cars. I did have, like, a chariot with a unicorn from I believe the Swan Lake Barbie that I had. And that's really all I had until one of my sister's friends gave me all of her old Barbies. And so I did get like the Barbie dream house with the elevator, and it was all pink. And I also had like a beach don't a beach house. Barbie beach house. Um and that was really cool. And I had like actual Barbie cars, and there were also like yeah, the Ken Barbies, the male Barbie. And one of them, whenever I would try to change his clothes, his head would come off. So I would always going in with to the house asking my mom to put his head, which I thought was just absolutely hilarious that that kept happening. And um, so yeah, and my mom didn't really like that I kept playing with the Barbies outside. She wanted me being the box of the Barbie stuff inside. But I thought it was fun being able to play Barbies outside on a nice sunny day. So yeah. Hey, Loco. And um my mom asked me if I wanted to like I guess keep my Barbies. So if I still want them. And I thought that I said like yeah, I want to keep them. But she thought that I said I didn't want to keep them. And so she gave them to the little girl. And I wasn't too happy about that. Mainly because she was spoiled. And the only reason why I handed out with her because she had toys that I didn't have. If she gave it to a kid that didn't have a bunch of like, toys and stuff like that, I would have been perfectly fine with that. But that wasn't the case, unfortunately. Uh, so yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. And one of the movies I watched, I believe I saw the Nutcracker Barbie movie. And so I saw that one, Princess and the Pauper, 12 Dancing Princesses, I believe that was called. I think I might have had the game for that too, but I'm not so sure. Um, and then I had a witch Barbie, and for some reason, I thought it was a great idea to hang her. But I don't know what was going in my head as a little kid that made me think that was a great idea. I did. I don't know why I let a little girl convince me to cut the hair off from one of my Barbies. If I could go back in time and tell my younger self not to do that and not to draw on the Barbie's foreheads, I would, but there's so many other things I would actually do instead if I could go back in time. And if I had wishes, I would probably wish for something actually, what I would benefit humanity. um, but yeah. And the reason why I'm all pink and stuff like that is because at my work, we are advertising for the Barbie movie, so they have a bunch of like Barbie clothes that people can buy for themselves. No, not clothes for Barbies, clothes for humans. Um, and so I wanted to show, like, like this is what we're advertising, this is what we're doing. And so I pinkified myself this morning, and yeah, it took a pretty long time to get the makeup just right. And the little gems that I have in my eye, I actually didn't have those colors. I used marker to do that. So once I, whenever I do something like kind of like this, I go full in. I don't go halfway at all. I don't know why. I just kind of like want like the whole entire vibe from head to toe, if possible. But yeah, I hope you guys um enjoy the new Barbie movie because it is what everyone is talking about. I have seen a lot of recommended videos from me about the Barbie movie. I'm not gonna go see it Vita. I'll just wait for it to come to streaming services. But I hope everyone else, enjoys it and tell me some stories about, your experiences with like your Barbies when you were a child and how you played with them and stuff like that. But yeah, the the old Barbies, that was the first time I had like boy Ken Barbies. I did have Prince Eric at one point. I have no idea what happened to him. I also had the girl from the movie Enchanted. I had her Barbie when she was in the fairy tale land, which was really cool. But yeah, I had a couple Barbies. I got like a little Christmas dress for my Barbie at craft fair for Christmas time. But yeah, I that was a big part of my childhood, and I think a lot of kids nowadays are lucky because there's so much diversity with the Barbies now compared to when I was a kid. Because all we really had diversity wise was like Black Barbie and like Tan Barbie. Besides just plain old white Barbie, we didn't have like handicapped, wheelchair Barbie, amputee Barbie, and all that kind of stuff. We didn't have that. So, consider yourself lucky kids that you have such a variety and options of Barbies and that you can actually see yourself more in the Barbie than I could have when I was a kid. But yeah, just enjoy the movie. Have a great summer, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try to get better at uploading videos, even the little short ones. Lots of videos of Fritz I've been doing because he's absolutely adorable. But yeah, that's about it. I got my little pink, my pink dog, Mr. Snuggles. Had to. But yeah, Fritz is crazy. I need to go to him. He missed me. I was at work. But yeah, just keep feeling that pink fantasy.